In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make fenugreek hair butter for hair growth. If your hair is thin, it's breaking a lot, it's weak, this fenugreek hair butter is the best butter to use to seal in the moisture or to do a hot oil treatment or to do a pre-poo. This butter is powerful. So let me show you how to make fenugreek hair butter for hair growth. Keep on watching. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please subscribe because on this channel I share a lot of DIYs that actually helps to grow your natural hair longer, stronger and thicker. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make fenugreek hair butter for hair growth. So I'm going to be using 5 tablespoons of the fenugreek powder, but if you have the fenugreek seeds, you can just take maybe 5 tablespoons of fenugreek seeds and crush them into your magic bullet. Okay, crush them and it will produce the powder, right? If you don't have the fenugreek powder. So I'm going to be using another 2.5 tablespoons to make it 5 tablespoons of fenugreek powder. Now fenugreek is very, very powerful. Let me just talk a little bit about fenugreek for hair growth. Fenugreek is a great source of vitamin A, B, C, K, protein, iron, calcium, potassium, phosphates, folic acid, saponins, flavonoids, and many other components that are essential for healthy hair growth. Also, it has powerful antifungal, anti-inflammatory effects that maintain a healthy scalp environment, thereby promoting stronger hair growth. So you see, this is a very powerful ingredient. Even if you choose to just use fenugreek on its own, it's very, very powerful. So I'm going to be using 2 cups of the 3/4 cups, guys. Now I just added more oil off camera, so that makes it 2 cups of the 3/4 cups of oil. All right, so that you won't be confused. And then I'm going to mix it very, very well. I'm going to do a double boiler method for about 1 hour, at least 1 hour. Now the benefits of fenugreek seeds for hair is that it also prevents hair loss. Fenugreek contains lecithin, which acts as a natural emollient that conditions and moisturizes your scalp and the hair deeply. Also, it makes your hair stronger from the roots by providing rich nourishment that it controls hair shedding efficiently, guys. So fenugreek is not an ingredient to joke around with. It's very, very powerful. Okay, it strengthens hair and it also can stop hair loss as well. So I'm going to be using shea butter, but if you have other butters that you like using, you can also go ahead and use those butters, but I really, really personally love shea butter. So I'll be using 151 grams of my shea butter, and also I'll be using about 10 grams of my beeswax. Okay, now beeswax is very important because if your butter is a little bit on the oilier side, like it's not really thick, if you add in the beeswax, it will combine everything together and the butter won't be like too oily. Okay, if you want your butter not to be too hard, if you understand what I mean. So this is the fenugreek oil. I just strained it because I don't want the powder inside my fenugreek butter. All right, so I'm going to put, as you can see, I'm just putting a little bit of oil and a little bit of oil because I don't want to put too much oil. So I think I ended up putting about 200 grams. I also added more butter as well off camera, so altogether it was 183 grams of my shea butter mixed together with the beeswax. Okay, so you can say 183 minus 10 if you don't have the beeswax, so that gives you the total grams of the shea butter I used. I'm also going to be using a fragrance oil into this fenugreek hair butter because fenugreek can have a smell that other people don't like. So this fragrance will also add a very nice aroma to the hair butter. All right, so I'll also be using peppermint essential oil into this fenugreek hair butter because peppermint also stimulates blood circulation on the scalp. It also grows thicker hair from the scalp. So if you are to use this fenugreek hair butter, onto your scalp, it also helps as well to stimulate blood circulation. As I've always talked about in my videos, butters can also be used on the scalp, but make sure that you're also cleansing your scalp. Don't always be applying the butters without washing your scalp, because you're actually going to block, you're going to have a lot of product built up on your scalp, and the new hair that wants to come out is going to have difficulties coming out of the scalp, because remember, your sebum is also thick as well. It has a thick consistency. So if you're applying this butter on your scalp, make sure that you're also cleansing your scalp regularly as well. So I hope that you understand that, guys. Butters can be applied on the scalp, but make sure that you're also washing it out as well regularly, okay? Because you don't want product built up that can actually cause the new growth that is trying to come out very thin, because it doesn't have enough space to come out of the scalp, because there's a lot of butters. So make sure that you're washing your scalp. So with this butter, you have to really beat that thing up like crazy, as we do on this channel. We beat it up like crazy. By the way, this fenugreek hair butter is for sale. If you want to buy, please contact me on Instagram at wamsonatural2020. As you see, you're going to see that when I finish mixing this fenugreek hair butter, you're actually going to see that it's a little bit on the oilier side. It's a bit thin. You're going to see it in this next clip. As you can see, look at that. But if I leave it to sit for a few minutes, it will harden up, because I put that beeswax in. So it's very, very important to put the beeswax, because it actually helps to solidify the butter so that it doesn't melt, like, just melt quickly, because it holds everything together. So this is what the butter is looking like, the fenugreek butter. Now you're going to ask me, how do I use this butter? As I've said before, you can actually use the butter to do a pre-poo. Before washing your hair, spray water on your hair, apply the fenugreek hair butter onto your hair. Wear a plastic, sit under a hooded dryer for about 30 minutes, okay, on low, and then you take it off, you wash your hair, you shampoo your hair, right? And then you can also use this fenugreek hair butter for hair growth to actually seal in the moisture. When you apply water to your hair, apply conditioner, then apply the fenugreek hair butter on top to seal in the moisture. Or you can actually apply this onto your edges, because we talked about fenugreek benefits for hair growth, that it actually can be very, very moisturizing and can give a nourishment to your scalp. It can also strengthen your roots as well. So you can apply it to your edges every other day, and make sure that you're also cleansing those edges, because you don't want a lot of product built up from this butter. You can also apply it on your scalp, just oiling your scalp. Let's say you have a protective style in for a longer term, you can actually use this fenugreek butter onto your scalp and oil your scalp, okay? You can also add this into your favorite DIY deep conditioners as well. You can do a lot of things with this fenugreek hair butter for hair growth. Thank you so much if you've watched to the end. I appreciate you so much, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also comment below, and I'll see you in my next one, God willing.